We're gonna miss part of the intro video, apparently, because I've seen a little bit of this intro video before, and yeah, apparently if you just click out of the screen, the video doesn't move forward at all. Good old RPG Maker. And this is already looking very, very nice graphics-wise. I'm impressed so far. We'll see how the rest of the game treats us. But to my knowledge, there is only like 2 gyms worth of this game done. And we gotta press enter twice, apparently. That was a slightly weird sound. That sounded a little bit ill-clipped. Let's take a quick look at our options here. We're leaving all this stuff alone. Text speed can go to fast. Battle effects, we're leaving these on because this is yet another Pokemon Essentials game, and that will give us a good idea as to, I've just noticed, the really off trimming on my my window here. Let me fix that real quick. Set those to 0. Sorry, I didn't see that earlier. So that, yeah. I noticed it now, though. So we're leaving our battle effects on. This is yet another RPG Maker based Pokemon Essentials built Pokemon RPG. So I would like to see what has been done, if anything, with move visuals, because as we've seen from Pokemon Uranium, and if you've watched either of the extensive videos that I've done on that subject on my YouTube channel, which we'll drop that in there real quick. And believe you me, I've done like 75 minutes worth of video on there, which is quite large. I've done quite a bit of that. You will have seen that some of the attack effects are very not great in that. I mean, I sort of overstated it in that video by saying, hey, yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to import the attack effects to that. I know how hard it can be to fuck with that stuff in RPG Maker. But a lot of them in Uranium were very just straight trash, and that is discounting the ones that were not just using the stock standard tackle animation that is probably used for everything with Essentials until you add in your own. And we're going to set running key to toggle because goodness knows we don't want to have to hold a key down. We're on a keyboard. What do we got for our frames? Are they all just going to be different colors? And we get a couple with some different patterns here. Again, I think this is probably Pokemon Essentials stock stuff. Ooh, I do like that retro one. I'm actually going to keep that in there. And hey, we can set that up for the menu too, but let's take a look at everything. So yeah, I don't expect there to be any of these tweaked too much, and I'm not even going to dock the game points for any of that stuff. Like, that is probably something that you would do last in the running order. And as has been said, this game is nowhere near finished. We can change our font style. That's neat. We can have the much taller Ruby and Sapphire font. I like that. Fire Red Leaf Green. Ew, that looks like Garbo. And the Diamond and Pearl one. That's a nice happy medium. How does that compare? Unfortunately, we can't just do a loop around, so it's not easy to get a good comparison of that versus the Emerald one, which it looks pretty similar to. I'm sticking with RS. Text entry. We can use the keyboard. I have a keyboard. I know how to keyboard, I guess. Screen size is remaining the same because otherwise I'm sure OBS will just not have a great day with that. Screen border can stay off, and I think we are all done there. Hopefully hitting cancel saves our options properly. Yes, indeed. Everything is good to go. So let's go ahead and let's start us a new game and see what we're dealing with here. Oh, get a load of this guy. Get a load of this. This music is a little funky sounding. It's, well, first of all, it's pretty loud, even at the volume that I have my speakers set at, which is pretty low. So hopefully that's not killing you over in Videoland. Controls, I think we basically know how this works, but we may as well double check. I'm sure that the enter button will work instead of C, X to exit, escape probably does the same thing. F5 to use a registered key item. That's slightly weird as a set of default controls, but meh, we'll deal. And otherwise, no information is needed. He's pretty cute looking. Come to Urubos. Yes, that is our new region, Urubos. This is based on South America very heavily, just as a very generalized, as opposed to Uranium, which is the one that I've played before, was based very specifically on Brazil, except for the parts where it wasn't. But this is covering all of South America, which is perhaps a very wide net to cast, but we will get some pretty interesting stuff in terms of the designs. This game, from what I've seen, has probably the strongest unity of design in that sense compared to any other. That's actually a pretty good... Well, that's a way to do it. Of course, we only get boy or girl here. Although, on the other hand, Uranium, the non-binary option was basically girl too. Because nobody seems to be good at making non-binary characters. We're going to go ahead and say we are a girl this time. And once again, this gigantic trainer sprite, although I do like what's going on with this character design. That's pretty great. What is our name? Why, of course, it's Funky Loop. No, of course, I'm... We're just going to enter Moon as our name, and we're going to carry on from there. Are you prepared? No. But we're going to pretend we're prepared anyway. A little bit on the rudimentary side of an introductory cutscene, but again, this is still kind of early days, as far as I can tell. Hey, cool, the potion isn't inside of our computer yet, it's just hanging out by the keyboard. Neat. We can't do anything with the clock. I don't think there's a clock. There may not be a clock mechanic in this game. But neat, we've also got a kid sister. Okay, I kind of missed that jump animation. I was gonna be like, she just jolt in the air. I missed that a little bit. Nice little house. Show Dad would like. Well, our dad probably isn't around. It's a Pokemon game. I don't know what else to expect there. Our friend Simon was over here not too long ago. Professor Mangrove. That must be the old man we've seen earlier. Hooray! We got the ability to run already. Oh, you'll see. Oh, apparently I will. Anything else going on around here? And yeah, sometimes it takes a second in terms of keystrokes. Like, we can't just hammer the key like this to get moving. We gotta hold it down a little bit. So you can still get that funky animation. That seems like a, that seems like an RPG Maker / Pokemon Essentials issue. So, cannot be helped. And again, our name is on the mailbox for some reason. Got a building over here with a snowman here in DeCapo Town. Nice sofa. Anything in the fridge? Nope. Nothing in the garbage can, thankfully. Every TV seems to have on some show that our dad would like. Maybe our dad just really likes everything on television. Yeah, Chief. Nose too wet? Fair enough. What's going on in this place? A bit of a mess. A bit of a mess that we can just run over. Alright. Our dad like this show? Yes. I guess our dad probably likes everything on television. Which, in that case... you know, fair enough. Wheels of adventure begin to turn. That is some very, very crusty looking spacing. Like, I think the whole thing is probably supposed to be indented and they just didn't do that. I don't know if that is a matter of the font that I have chosen. In fact, for that matter, since Emerald is the default font, also, yeah, we're using the classic style pause menu. That's pretty great. Since Emerald font is our default, let's actually switch back to that, and let's have a look. No, it's not a font issue. So, we're going back to the RS font, which, in my opinion, just looks better. I mean, granted, it does sort of lend itself very much to text boxes being very cramped because they're designed around the Emerald font, and they're, like, roughly... I feel like it's roughly the same height as it would be on a GBA Pokemon game. So, points there, I guess, but it doesn't look right at this resolution as a result. Yes, indeed, technology is amazing, and you're telling us about how the project was created. Neat. Are you the laboratory? No, you're Simon's house. And as ever, yeah, the music loops are a little bit chunky. Yes, Bronco, unfortunately, that is because there isn't Pokemon Sage as a game category, so I figured this was as close as we're gonna get. There isn't, like, a general Pokemon category either, and I didn't feel like putting this in retro would really be correct, because this is a game that isn't even anywhere near finished yet, so... it is basically the literal opposite of retro in that regard. So this is as close as we're going to get to an honest category, other than none whatsoever. I see Simon's dad's friend is a bit of a butt, apparently. Oh yeah, we've talked to you. But we want to go up, right. This is a pretty big first town. There's a decent amount going on here. And hey, yeah, our rival character here got a lot of hair. He's been growing that out for quite a while, I see. We're on the table are 3 exceptionally rare Pokemon. And they're giving us this in the very standard format as opposed to what we had in, well, another fan game that I keep mentioning. Oh, that cry sounded a little bit like a squeaky toy. A squeaky toy that's having a bit of an issue. Foliate, it's a little grass-type bird. Pretty adorable. I will consider that in a moment. What do we got here? Kidling. It's a fire-type goat. I think I like this one. But we're going to see what our last choice is here. Aguade. It appears to be some sort of, like, kind of lizard-looking thing. I don't know. That just looks like a mishmash of all of the other water options up to this point in the series, just sort of duct taped together. So the other two have a much greater sense of identity. But I think I'm going to be taking Kidling here, our little goat. I don't usually pick the fire-type starters, but let's do something a little different, huh? I want to give this thing a nickname. Nah. A smart choice in such a cold climate. You got a point there. Excuse me, I need to sneeze, which means I'm going to mute my microphone. Okay, apparently I was wrong about needing to sneeze. Maybe it's going to come back in like 20 seconds or something and catch me off guard. My nose still itches. Did you actually pick at random, buddy? I don't think you did. Hey, wait up. Yep, it's time for our standard Pokemon battle. Ooh, that's some noticeably more intense music. Yeah, the music, I don't know, it doesn't feel that Pokemon-ish. And I do want to complain about this layout. This layout is fine, but you're going to notice an issue. Right now I have Tackle selected. Now I have Tail Whip selected. Now I have Tackle selected. Can you see that much of a difference when I change moves? The change in brightness on these selections is very minimal. That is something that I would say, please change that a little bit. Also, you can kind of see over here that the top of this A is a little bit cut off. That's a little funky. Not sure if that's the font that I'm using or what, because I'm using the Ruby Sapphire font, which is a little taller. Frame rate on that EXP gain was very choppy. I think, however, that that's just, one sec. I think that's just an RPG Maker thing, though, so... It is what it is. Quavertown, I think, was the next town that was mentioned. Not Flavortown, that's something a little different. It's just in Sequoia has it. Probably in Trumall Town. Have to keep your Pokemon in its ball all the time. Yes, we can have a Pokemon follow us around. That is one of the long-term favorite features from Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and they brought it in for this. It's also in a couple of other Pokemon fan games, like I know Pokemon Insurgents uses it. Alright, you have nothing else to say? Alright, just making sure, Chief. Alright, so we want to go to the east. Yes. If there's an easterly exit, which I don't believe there is. There is not. So I guess we're just going south, and then we're going to go eastward bound. What you got? Hey! Free potion. Very generous of you, good sir. Got a bluff in here. My name seems a little bit on the too easy side, but oh well. I won't complain too much about that, you know. I've seen names that are trying a little too hard, so Hey, Camping, that's the thing that we saw in the intro. It looks a little bit silly. Yeah, so far, although I've only seen a couple, the attack animations seem to be pretty decent. There's been some work that's gone into presenting them pretty well, and that defense curl animation, that does the job. The increasing stat animation was slightly janked, but I've seen worse. And that twister is pretty good. Also, wow, you're just gonna give us access to a bird with a dragon move on the first route? Dang. Oh. Shorts kid has got hats on the brain this time. Yeah, so you can see that the defense curl is a little rough in terms of pixeling and everything, but that can be fixed eventually. That defense up effect looked a little bit crusty in terms of frame rate, but again, I think that the problem there may just be RPG Maker, which, especially older versions of RPG Maker, were not always on the up and up about that. What do you got going on here? We got a potion hanging out in this one. Little rock in the middle of ice zone. Also, I realized that it's like night, evening palette anyway. The hell was I saying earlier about there not being time? It's based off your computer clock, duh. We're on a PC game. Alright, so we got a hiker here. This might be a shockingly non-simple battle here with hiker John. Yeah, are you throwing out a rock type at me already? Maybe it's ground type. Definitely looks rock type. That harden animation was pretty balls from what it looked like from here. Penglyph. Oh, this thing is incredibly silly looking. It also gets one shot because it's an ice type. Here we are at Trumall Town. Yeah. Hey, Doc. Whoop. Let's stop at the Pokemon Center real quick. Get a quick heal. Getting some interesting remixes going on. What you got, everybody? Just the usual, telling you about Pokemon centers, how they work. They run off of batteries. Or something. Ooh, that'll be an ice bird. That's an interesting idea. They're throwing us a wide amount of types to start with. Are you just gonna tell us about ice panels? Or are you a trainer? No, you're an actual trainer. Okay. That's Mary. I was thrown off a little bit by that sprite. I'll say this, it looks a lot darker on my right-hand side monitor than it does in the OBS preview. And for a second, I thought that that was like Bridget from Guilty Gear or something. It was just like, oh, is this... This isn't a regular trainer for this part of the game. Alright, what's our item ball here? We got an Ice Heal. Again, a nice thing to have over here, but oh, are you really going to be throwing freeze at us this early on? Do we have to go through this mountain path in order to get through... In order to get home? It seems like we're over here a little early. It's level 5. I mean, okay, but they're gonna... We have another route home, right? We're not... Yeah, we're completely walled. We have to go through the waterfall cave. They are giving us a huge runaround here. Again, I guess that a large part of fan game design, this is actually something I talked about in my most recent video, is a lot different from regular game design because you'd be expected basically to know a little bit of the series before you start playing these fan games, but this seems a little bit too much, frankly. Also, that Pokemon was named Cub-Zero, and that's fantastic. Like, just let us go back to town the regular way, like normal people. Instead of, oh hey, here's an early game extra dungeon that you have to do in order to get back to town. I should move my cursor off screen. Like, we're level 10 already, and we don't have a Pokedex. Something about that feels wrong. And I mean, yes, I could just start running away from useless fights, and that would probably sort things out pretty quickly, but I feel like doing it this way is kind of normal behavior, is it not? These Pokemon are nothing. Most of them are Ice-type is the problem. You know, for all said, if this was a legitimate game, this would definitely be considered a little bit over-spec'd. Not hard, but still. What you got, Chief? Can we get our Pokedexes here? Your Pokemon was stolen? Oh, buddy. Oh, look at this fellow. Pokemon thieves, huh? I kind of like the direction this is. I think this is going in an okay direction. Again, despite the whole overspec thing that I mentioned and there being a little too much of a runaround going here, but otherwise, it seems like it's reasonably decent so far. But again, a large part of that is that the rules of fan game design are a lot different from designing a regular game. If this was something that Nintendo was selling for, well, for any amount of money at all, I still am kind of like, these games are $60 now? Are you shitting me? But aside from that, if Nintendo was selling this for any kind of money, I feel like there would have to be some sort of advisement involved somewhere along the way to say, hey, this is probably not going to be representative of the rest of the series, and I don't know if it's a good first choice. On the other hand, ice types are still pretty weak defensively, so I don't know that it would be like too big of a deal for me to have picked the grass type starter. Although on the other hand, it does feel like, oh hey, did you choose that? You might get absolutely shit on by something if it pulls out an ice-type move out of nowhere. Hail? Never mind anything I just said! It's Route 1! It shouldn't be fucking hailing! Are you kidding me? Also, now I'm too strong to catch anything because I just one-shot it. Alright, don't die! Never mind. It's level 3. I'm gonna have to go into the Butts Cave and go catch something there that's level, like, 5 or something. In order to be able to catch anything. I want this bird. I mean, it's a cute little eagle thing. And it's got a dragon move. So, that seems like it could be of some use early on. A big thing is that Dragon is resisted only by Steel. This game, I've been informed, does not have the Fairy type whatsoever. That, like, it just predated the beginning development of this game, and then they didn't add it in later or something. Wow, okay. Nice zero shake, buddy. Get in. Dang it. Dang it, Bobby. The shaking Pokeball animation looks a little bit funky. I think because it's, like, actually really smooth. Also, we barely got to see it spark there. We heard it, but that's it. Okay, they're definitely being a little bit heavy on the, hey, teach this thing Rock Smash bit there, because we're finding it in a Rock Smash cave, and it did just say, hey, yeah, they like to smash rocks with their noggin. Oh, good job, Goatly. You managed to insta-kill something. Well, we're going back and we're going to heal. I actually kind of wanted to catch that little ground-type fella. At least I'm assuming it's ground-type. It looks like it. If it's not rock-type, it's probably ground-type. Do you have a heal? Yes. There we go. That way I don't have to trudge through the other route and be like, hey, yeah, let me just go through the entire town to go get a heal. Actually, I do want to take a look at our Kidling status here. Let's see what the deal is. We got anything to note here? This just looks like Heart Gold, Soul Silver status menu. My god, this is dated. But that's okay. Yeah, naughty by nature, we know. All this stuff. Blaze, of course, its ability is that. It does not show EVs and IVs, which is a thing that a lot of the more intensive Pokemon fan games have going for them. Like Uranium and Insurgence is another one that I've seen it in. I haven't played Reborn or Resurrection or whatever the other one is called to know anything about those. So I can't make any judgments there. But I do know that Uranium will show you EVs and IVs, and also whatever the other one I said was Insurgents, right? But those are very difficult games. This doesn't look like it's going to be all that hard, all considered. Oh, Ice Body. I didn't even see that was our ability. That is pretty good. Again, I'm not sure that's a thing that we should be seeing at Route 1, but also, I appreciate that. That's a nice thing to have on tap, is some regen. Alright, can we get our birdie here? Yep, look at this thing. It looks like it's wearing glasses. It's adorable. Ouch! It also hits a lot harder than our current Pokemon does. So we're going to sit here and we're going to harden for a bit. Or we're going to get leered at. And we're just going to let the hail do some HP trading here, basically. You know, thinking about it, I actually do kind of like that this is more like Heart Gold, Soul Silver styled than any of the other games. The interface is all very clean and stuff, and aside from this thing with the attack selection being a pain in the butt. Oh, are you not going to even try to attack? Are you just going to sit here and keep using Leer? Do the enemy Pokemon have, like, AI or something that they can tell what's going on here? Or is the pattern just being that not random? It appears that we had just gotten stuck into that big of a rut. Hey, we're getting in a rut. Unhand her, Dan Backslide. Wait a second. That's right, we're really doing this, everybody. I want this dang old bird. Alright, it's in red health. We can catch this thing now for sure. Actually, I'm seeing the like glasses appearance to it, and I'm thinking, wait, are we sure that it's actually based on an eagle? Maybe it's actually based on a secretary bird. I realized I don't remember what the fuck a secretary bird is. Isn't that actually related to a vulture or something? Also, does this dork not have Twister? I didn't see that go off one time. No, it's in there. It just literally got stuck in a rut of doing stuff like that. Good old RPG Maker type RNG. That was more of a thing with Game Maker projects from what I remember. I had a class in college where I was making little video games and, you know, learning to use Game Maker. And that was a big thing that I noticed a lot, was that you would get a lot of the same results for the RNG quite regularly. Like, you would just sort of get, well, stuck in a rut. And yeah, there we go. We get the stock is based on badges yet again. What is that game console? Is that a Wii? I mean, it's got the GameCube controller, and it's kind of looks like it's a Wii, just placed on its side. What you got? Oh, this is starting a little bit in the middle of the song. Actually, we're gonna grab 10 Pokeballs, because that, I believe, is the usual requirement to get a Premier Ball. Yeah, there you go. Cough up, buddy. That diagonal thing at the doorway is definitely strange, though. A lot of folks around here really do like the Catpig, apparently, so... It looks like an alright Pokemon. Nice to live somewhere that doesn't have a lot of snow. Well, hard to say for sure. Minorak. I can't quite tell what that thing is, but it's got a bit of a thing going on here. Koblen. That's definitely not one from 14, that's for sure. Oh, that's a nice gift, friend. That is a good thing to get this early on. Warning, employees only beyond this point. I'm sure that we're going to be going in there at some point. Which berry is that? Weakens a super effective ice type attack. Nice. Alright, got a little worker shack here. Oh. You turned towards us when we talked to you. Police are investigating the mine? What? Good day off. It's as long as they want. Anything to say about the oven? No. Fridge? No. This thing? No. Oh well. Alright, did we check out both of these houses? I don't think we talked to you. Oh yeah, we did. That's right, you're talking about nice to not have snow. That's one way to protect yourself from the cold. I like the idea. Downward cave, huh? We got an escape rope. So this town is, again, pretty large. I mean, surely there's still some need for lumberjackery, right? People use wood for all kind of things. I think you're getting lumberjacked around, buddy. Can we take a look at anything in the mine area? We got some train tracks going on. It's full of Pokemon, huh? And some dude's helmet is just here and we can't get a message out of that? Come on, man. Like, of all things, by all means, once you get further on with this project, please shove a message onto that. That definitely deserves a little bit of your character going, huh? Let's check out a coal mine. We get into a fight, like, immediately. What kind of levels are we looking at here? Level 4. We got a Coblin. Ooh, that thing is a little beefy against special, I think. It hits like a truck. Or, well, about as much like a truck as you can at level 4. Clearly the solution here is that I need to have Kiddling in the lead to deal some damage. I'd love to have an EXP share right about now. Yeah, see, we have the black and white era EXP scaling also, which I'm not a huge fan of, to be totally honest with you. It's a thing that, I mean, like, a large part of it is really just that a lot of these Pokemon fan games do not then put in the Gen 6 Plus EXP share. They're using the old crappy one that is awful and should no longer be used by anybody. Because they just haven't advanced their technology and everything forward enough, basically. So this just becomes a bit of a pain in the butt to level up a Pokemon at all. Ouch! That's one big painful scratch. Well, we're putting Panglyph in here as we capture this thing because I'm pretty sure we're still gonna get the proper we get EXP when we capture a Pokemon thing, right? Also, yes, those icons for the little pouches are laid out in a 2x4 grid, and you cannot press up and down to move on that grid whatsoever. It's only left and right. That is bad. And, alright, Coblin is a dark type. We're not going to give that a nickname. I would do nicknames for, well, if I was doing like a, you know, a run that wasn't a casual Friday type of thing. But also, I would do nicknames if I had a reasonable amount of people in the chat and I could just be like, hey, somebody give me some nicknames. Unless I'm doing, like, randomizer specials, which, you know, you saw how I eventually sort of slipped off the hook on that one. in the red randomizer. But yeah, the problem is that right now I just do not have a whole lot of viewers, especially because I keep shuffling around my schedule and everything, and I'm not attracting a ton of people to begin with, so it's a bit of a mess. And that sort of thing just works better with interactions. So I'm assuming that this Minorak thing is like a rock bug or something. In fact, it may not even be rock, it may just be bug. Ouch! Yikes! And trade, though. Oh, I didn't even realize that Harpy had Moxie as its ability. That is pretty solid. Also, this thing is just really made of chewing gum and prayers defensively, isn't it? Like, wow. Harpy cannot take a hit, apparently. And there's Pebbleosa. What you got for us in this thing? Anteater Pokemon, okay. And it's just normal? That doesn't look like a normal type to me, and it has a name that very specifically evokes the word pebble, so... back to the drawing board slightly on that one, I think. Can we get some Twister action in here? Oh god, that does, like, no damage. So is Harpy the one that's just useless with special attacks? Actually, how bad is that special attack? Let's get a look here. 12-8. Yeah, that's not particularly amazing. But I mean, Twister is like only a... I guess maybe our same type attack bonus is making up for that much. A lot of crits being thrown around here, huh? Sheesh. Alright, so we need to get the hell out of here and get a heal, because I don't feel like using my potions right now. Level 6 Coblin. This should be worth a decent chunk of experience for everybody involved. Ooh, music is a little different. I guess we're properly in nighttime now because it's past 8 o'clock over here. So we get a different nighttime theme. That's pretty neat. The positioning on those little Pokeball sprites on the healing machine is a little messed up. But that seems to just be a general problem that I've seen in a lot of Pokemon Essentials stuff. So, can't say as I'm surprised. Also, yes, we went into the coal mine. The artwork is a little different. You saw the spider there as opposed to the Coblin. Again, we're gonna have Kibling deal with this because that's our king of damage right now. And amazingly, it can't one-shot the Coblin. That is kind of sad. Come on, buddy, you can do better than that, probably. Alright, so here's our spider again. Or Minorak. Minorak. Heck. Don't one-shot. Amazing. You did something I wanted you to. Now get in the ball. Oh, it's bug ground. Okay. I don't know. I saw that big button. I thought, oh, that's rock type. It looks like a chunk of gold or a gem or something. Get a load of these nerds. Get a load of this. I need to remember to set up my sound clips at some point so that way I can just have that on call whenever somebody wants to throw that at me. God, can this thing stop critting me like every second of every day? Please? Oh, nice. A lot of hang time on that miss. That is unusual compared to how snappy all of the actual hits and everything are. Alright, we got a cracked rock. And yeah, Harpy is getting to a point of getting one-shots going, I see. Alright, what do you got, buddy? Yeah, you were positioned in a place where I was like, you've got to be a trainer. Alright, Coblin, you are going to hit pretty hard. 6 damage. I can't really take more hits like that. I have to switch out to get my damage going. But I guess Kidling can have another level, and at this rate, we can have a fully evolved, second level starter Pokemon by the first gym, right? Hey, Harpy learned Quick Attack. Neat. I don't know how useful that's going to end up being just by virtue of I think we're not going to be quick attacking too many things. It's Bird, it's pretty fast already, but maybe we will find out at some point. We will find out at some point. And I need to stop going to the Pokemon thing when I want to attack. It remembers where I am on the menu. And again, not an easy menu to read. So, does this lever do anything? I assume that's going to change some tracks around here, but we can't actually get too close to look. Alright, let's get in the cart. It's well animated and everything, that's good. Hey, wow, the spider didn't instantly die. This is a place where Quick Attack will actually come in handy, though, because, yeah, we can get that quick hit in there and finish off the spider before, you know, at no risk of taking any damage ourselves. All right, pull the lever, get the cart. There we go. So I think we switched the track off earlier. Whoops. Actually, I feel like I haven't seen these things do anything except for Strange Shot. Do they have other moves? I should take a look. Yay! Level 8. What do you got? Escape rope. Excellent. And by excellent, I mean the other thing. Alright. You got a repel. Do you have pickup? Yes! This thing has pickup. Nice. Alright, Minorak, you have... This thing has a full moveset? I have legitimately only seen these things use String Shot in the wild. Something is definitely a little bit screwy with some of these Pokemon's AI, it feels like. Like, they are just getting locked into loops of doing only a few moves. Well, ironically, this guy's guarding an escape rope, so that is the way out, right? Or a way out, at least. Alright, let's peck. That's gonna hurt. Oh, that's gonna hurt a lot. And we're gonna switch Kidling in here to finish the job. Can use Lick, huh? That's a thing for it to have at this level. It's a ghost type move, I guess. Alright, so we got another Minorak on our hands, but first we're going to do the EXP spreading thing. Because again, yeah, Kidling can just obliterate this thing's entire butt, but also we may as well get some experience to the rest of our team. It'd be nice to get everybody to the level 11 range, you know? Oh yeah, you were just talking about escape ropes, weren't you? I completely ignored what that guy had to say. Alright, here's another Minorak. I think we can handle this way. Oh, you remembered you had moves, did you? Good job, buddy. Congratulations, you want a medal? Hey, Repel. That'll come in handy. Rock Smash. So at what point do we get to the area where it's like, hey, this has all been for nothing and you have to leave now until you can do Rock Smash? And that's unfortunate. I thought we had a for sure kill there. We had 5 levels on that thing, man. Excuse me. Hey, Panglyph, I guess, will be the next thing that we gain experience for. Probably. Yeah, a Paralyze heal. So, is there nothing else here to do? It looks like we can't do anything unless we have Surf. So let's go ahead and let's torch this thing. Just because at this point it's here, let's get that going for us. Yeah, we can't cross this water like at all without Surf. And there's something we can Rock Smash for at least. But we don't have Rock Smash yet. Although, I guess if we do, we have something to teach Panglyph. Because that looks like the thing that wants to learn Rock Smash. They were a little adamant about that. Feels like. Alright, so we've done, I think, all we can do in that coal mine. We gained some levels, we gained a couple more Pokemon as well. So overall, it was a worthy trip. Anything else to look at outside here? Let's double check. Yeah, I think we just have to go to that downward cave now. Yep. Downward cave. Here we go. Oh, hey, look, it's one of those silly things again. My god, those things are goofy looking. I mean, they're kind of cute, but they're still goofy looking. Still not a fan of that harden animation. That's not too good looking. Well, I mean, I have repels, but... I guess you didn't bring any with you or something? Nice burn. Unfortunately, I think this Catpig is like normal type or something and not ice type as I thought for a second. Or maybe it's ground type. It's a type that can be burned, that's for dang sure. And a type that's not weak to fire. Incidentally, it also seems like burn is doing fairly low damage. Alright, so we got another Cub Zero coming in here. Oh, well, that's just rude. Did we only get 12 bucks out of that fight? That's pretty small, if so. I didn't even, like, notice that too well. I guess we'll see the next time we get into a trainer fight if we're facing very low, monetary output. It may have just been that one fight, too, so... I could be speaking too soon no matter what I say there. Hey, you. Walking into this rock. Hey, neat, a hard stone. That's not very useful to us right now. We don't have any rock-type moves. But, well... an item is an item. I'm not necessarily going to complain too much. I think we can take out this Pepilosa on our own here. Gotta move around in this chair a little bit. This chair sucks, but I should be getting a new one pretty soon. Oh, hey, that was the burglar that was seen earlier, I guess. We should probably be checking our party to make sure everybody's intact then, but whoops. And wow, that thing has a lot of defense, that little anteater. And we should take that item, we should take the items more often, because it looks like the rate of pickup going off is very high in Pokemon Essentials. At least so far as I've noticed, it seems like it is anyway. Oh, you jerk! Oh, man! You're really gonna do that to me? Come on, boy, jerk. That's a strange Earthbound reference. I don't think we ever saw the person who said that. But at least we made this thing basically waste a turn with Twister. 3 damage. We got a level for Pangolif. Okay, I was about to say, I think there's more of Downward Cave to explore off to the side, but we're not even done going through here this way. Youngster Jeff over here with the cat pig. Yet another one of these. Surely this thing is ground type, right? I don't have anything to exploit that with. Oh, buddy, here comes the rollouts. And I have nothing to resist rollout with. Ooh, oof. I guess Coblin may be as close as we have at this point, but it's level 3. I'd be surprised if we could tank more than like 1 hit. Yeah, I can't even go fast enough to... We're gonna get killed by this thing just because accuracy-related luck is never on our side with that. Well, sit here and sand attack, I guess. Fuck you. It's at 4 hits now, so... Or, 4 charges. I should have just tried to work through it, I guess. Alright, 15 PP leech life. Did this get upgraded? Or was its PP always Garbo? Well, we won't really know for sure. Oh my god, that sneeze. Yeah, we're gonna lose this fight. We're gonna lose this fight. There isn't really a whole lot we can do about it. We're gonna lose this fight. Oh, well, I see rollout ended. Okay. Well, then you go ahead and continue being stupid, I guess, and give me the fight, then. Thanks, dude. About to send in Pebbleosa, because everybody has these things. And they can take a disgusting amount of abuse. Love that miss animation that takes like 10 times faster than an actual attack. Oh, fuck off. Alright, well, we're switching Kiddling, back in to get the kill here. This place is long for an early little, like, pass-through area like this. Then again, I don't know, everything feels long when you're in a cave. Well, at least there's no paralyze there. Get this thing out of my face. Yay, Pangolif. Oh, Pangolif learned Ice Shard. That is fantastic. Well, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use an escape rope, I guess. Something I very rarely do in a Pokemon game. Also, yeah, no animation for that whatsoever. We just teleport out. I do not believe that is the case in more recent years with escape ropes. I think you still do the spinning thing, but I could be wrong about that. So, don't necessarily take that in any direction at this particular juncture. But Harpy is almost to level 10, and then Pangolif needs to get to level 10, and then we'll start raising up everybody else in a more serious manner. And if we encounter some, more interesting looking Pokemon, I almost said less garbage, that's a little unfair, we'll catch those and we'll put them in the team instead. And so here we got a Cub-Zero. And a Chinese Ninja Warrior, right? With your heart so cold. Actually, I'm saying that, I'm immediately like, I wonder if anybody has actually gone and listen to that album now that the new Mortal Kombat movie is out. Because, of course, everybody was freaking out that they had a version of the old classic, you know, Mortal Kombat song. And, you know, obviously, I understand why. But, like, that whole album is so gloriously hokey. I kind of adore it. It's very, very amusing. Also, I've just noticed we don't gain experience when we catch Pokemon. That is one hell of a backslide. The Dan backslide, you might even say. On hand or Dan backslide? On hand my experience points, Dan backslide. Yeah, Wing Attack is just flat out better than Peck. Like, there is no reason to run Peck if you have Wing Attack. RP is at 10 and has a respectable move now, so Penglyph, it's your turn to hit the lead of the party. And yeah, see, there's a little area over here for us to go check out. Alright. Ice Shard, that was more of a snowball. That doesn't look anything like how Ice Shard usually looks in these games, and again with this piece of shit and its sand attacks, and you know, I've noticed something. Every time I've gotten hit by sand attack, I miss the immediate next attack, very specifically. So I wonder if that is a, you know, a weird RNG related issue or something. Or if I've just been that unlucky this whole time. There's a bunch of Pokemon we didn't catch on the first route, by the way, but I'm also noticing that it feels like the cave Pokemon are not particularly heavy on variety yet. Like, in here we've seen Penglyph, we've seen Cub-Zero, pardon me, we've seen the stupid Anteater, we've seen Coblin. Those are all Pokemon that we found in the mine, or in the waterfall cave. Also, there have been 3 damn caves to the one route so far. I think that this is a little bit unbalanced in terms of what there is in terms of environments. I mean, certainly it could be worse. I've seen some pretty bad Pokemon variety in some games, and really any game that doesn't have a whole lot of Pokemon, I don't think this is like anywhere near finished in terms of just Pokemon added to the game. But any place that doesn't have a large Pokemon variety there's gonna be some suffering there no matter what. Alright, we got a super potion. That's nice. So we got some more of this action going on here. Taunt. Oh, whatever. I can't do setup. I don't care. I was like, is that Taunt or Torment? No, that's Taunt. At least in terms of effects. Obviously, I could tell what move it was, but you know. Oh, is that another Pebbleosa? Again, boy, I'm so glad that everybody has this Force the Switch Pokemon. Alright. So I guess we should put someone else at the front of the party, and in this case, we are going to we'll put Minorak at the front here. And see what we can get out of this thing in terms of levels, because It looks like it has the potential for some pretty decent moves. And I'm so glad I switched into this and it immediately dropped a sand attack on me. At least it immediately got burned. For all the, like, 2 damage that burn does per turn, because I think somebody goofed up the damage formula on it. Probably somebody more on the Pokemon Essentials side of things than with this game, though. And you always gotta be sure about stuff like that, because remember, this is built using an engine, basically, and if the engine maker's fucked up, well, that's not the same as the game devs fucking up. Also, yes, I'm still being thrown off by the cursor not moving over to fight after I switch Pokemon. It's been a while since I've played, like, an actual Pokemon game, as you can tell. And so, I'm not 100% sure if that is, you know, the norm or not anymore, but it definitely feels irregular. But again, I think that might be an in-engine issue. Alright, well now you're gonna throw an ice shard at the end for a little parting gift, right? Nope. Amazing. Trying to learn Sand Tomb. Ooh. That could be pretty neat. We definitely don't need String Shot. Kidling is trying to learn Headbutt. It is a goat, so I guess that makes sense. Let's get rid of Tail Whip. I'm not gonna do anything like that in battle, come on. What a waste of time. Yeah, you can go ahead and use Harden if you want. I'm just gonna use Ember and ignore that defense stat entirely. Har. Another one of these. It's low enough level that we can take it. Ouch. Maybe not so much. Let's see how Leech Life does for us. That seems decent enough damage-wise. I should have checked if Leech Life has gotten its power buffed. The item to repel. Alright, summary. Alright, Leech Life. Oh, it's still just 20? Wow, did they just nerf the hell out of this thing's PP? Or has Leech Life always been 15? I thought from the fact that it was 15 PP, maybe it had been buffed to its later version, but no. No. This thing can't really do too much of a note to us, so I can Leech Life it, I guess. Or I can use Harden. How about some Sand Tomb? You like that? Ooh, Sand Tomb doesn't have an animation yet! So it's using the stock animation. And I guess Leech Life's animation is looking a little jank there. That's looking a little bit, yeah, like the horn is moving too horizontal, relative to, yeah. That said, a lot of that also is because, like, it's hard to tell because it's moving so fast, is what I'm trying to say. Hooray! Level 8. And excuse my knuckle popping. Alright, a Panglyph. This thing is actually dangerous to us, so we want to switch out. Alright, let's find out if we were almost at the end earlier. God damn it, let me move forward, come on. Dumb cat is just sitting here blocking the path. It's like a regular real-life cat, really. Just sitting in your way. Causing problems for you. Well, okay, you can just do whatever you want, buddy. I'm gonna round this out pretty quickly, I think. There we go. And these things that always show up. Aw, we missed Sand Tomb, dang it. Crud. Do it again until it works. Ow. This thing is like really good at landing crits on me. Just this species of Pokemon. Alright, well, fine, I guess I'll switch out. Oh hey, I still have an item sitting on my own Pebbleosa. I should probably get that. Alright, let's take full heal. Nice. That's a pretty good get. Alright, Chief, what do you got for me? I bet you're gonna have more of these, Oh no, a Panglyph. I was about to say you're gonna have another Anteater. I couldn't remember what it was called. Somehow, even though we just fought one. Oh, nice crit that may not have been important. Still, we got the job done. And I do love getting into these fights every, like, 2 steps. Vidge games, eh? And we're getting pretty close to a point where I can start raising a different Pokemon. I'm going up to level 10 because I feel like that should be good for at least a little while. Or at least it's a pretty good checkpoint, if you will, until I get everybody else. These encounters... Like, the other option is that I switch to just walking, and that probably reduces the encounter rate. Because, you know, bad video game mechanics in Pokemon, who would have guessed? And again, that's not a knock at this game. That's a knock at the entire franchise, because that's a thing that's, like, actually legit. In some games, anyway. God, were we, like, right there is where the door is? Is that seriously the end of this place? Because if so, I'm gonna be slightly disappointed. Hopefully there's at least a healing place right outside of this, because honestly... Alright, so we just run away from that thing. Pokemon, give me that Hyper Potion. Wow. Alright, Coblin, get in the front. I think that guy is blocking the path, so we're going to ignore that for a bit. South to Quavertown. Alright, so we got another route here, and it looks like this is going to be another this long without any healing. And I don't like that. I need to recharge these embers, come on. There we go, Coblin learned a Leer. Hey, we saw one of these things earlier, this fawning. Alright, let's switch in Kidling, and I guess if you, well, that was a pretty jank-looking animation. I don't exactly know what happened there. I think it's sort of supposed to be imitating the Gen 3 Odor Sleuth animation, but it doesn't quite look right. Hey, we caught fawning! Yay! Alright, so we can loop back around to get that item. We don't have to do anything weird or wait until later in the game. We got someone walking back and forth. It would be a pain in the butt to get past. I don't want to get in any fight right now, aside from wild Pokemon, I guess. So that way I can get to town and heal up. And then we go back on our spree of raising Pokemon. And fighting trainers and picking up items and all that stuff. Well, the wing attack animation is definitely a little more like something I would expect out of Razor Wind or something like that. Oh, thank God that missed! Otherwise, I'd have a dead bird again and be like, oh, I gotta deal with... I've gotta use my starter to fight or something, and just generally be slightly annoyed by that. Yeah, we know how that works. Great time to take them to the Pokemon Center. Looks at where we are. Oh. There we go. We're in Flavor Town, everybody. Let's get in here. Let's heal up. And yeah, just as a note, all of the town names so far have been music related. Foster, eh? You're the first person we've heard of mention them. Yeah, can we examine this? Nope. A lot of snowmen around, though. Sir, I don't suppose you have a whole lot of badges, do you? Yeah, we... So, are we not entitled to buy status healing items until after we get some badges? Because if that's the case, I don't like that. That is not great. What do you got for me, buddy? Path ahead is treacherous. Okay, so yeah, get a badge before you go out that way. Cool. No real fencing or anything over there. because you're very high up the mountain. Oh well. Alright, what do we got going on in here? Yeah, I can understand that, don't worry. Also, yeah, the whole lake is frozen over. I suspect if we can solve this little ice puzzle here, we might be able to get into that fisherman's shack. I don't know if it would be to any useful end, but you know what? We're making a whole stream of this now. Bad news, everybody. Well, that didn't work. Maybe we can't get in there. It does look a little bit raised up off the ground, so try it out later, I guess. What's going on in here? Everybody just pointing out that Uroboros is a lot going on for it. Again, part of that might be because of using a whole continent for inspiration, basically. And so Foster is our gym leader here. Oh, look at that. That's weird. Hey, you. Wonder if there's a cave behind it. Get me a really big blowtorch and we can find out in about a week. Maybe a little longer than that. Alright, so this will be Foster's gym here. Got some ice slides going on here. I wonder if he isn't going to be an ice-type gym leader. Which, again, if that's the first gym leader... As I've said before, the rules for fan game design are much different, and I continue to acknowledge that, but I've got to say, damn, if so. It's definitely made for people who are aware of the franchise, to put it nicely. How about a headbutt? That looked like an actual animation, kind of. Or, like, part of one. It definitely wasn't stock, that's for sure. Not the... Well, not the... When I say stock, I mean, I'm talking about the default animation that you get for tackle. It's not like what was going on with Sand 2. Hey, Coblin got to level 6. Alright. Hey, you. What you got? What you got for us, buddy? Another one of these. Ooh. Crying out loud. I really feel like at this point there needs to be more Pokemon variety. At least a little bit. Like, a couple of trainers with one-off weird things you don't find until the third town or something, please. Just enough of these stupid fucking anteaters that somehow can tank my hits this well. Headbutt. Yeah, okay, you go ahead and continue to howl and raise your attack power if you want, buddy. See what a fat lot of good that does you. Hey, my Cobblemon taunt. Neat. Alright, so this is gonna be an actual fight, right? My Pokemon can't get you much anywhere, kid. Unless you're trying to imply that you want to lose the fight. In which case, I can't oblige, you know? That is doable by me. And I need to not go into the Pokemon menu when I want to fight. Dang it. Okay, yeah. The Fury Attack animation is having the same, like, horn issue targeting that Leech Life was having. In that they're just sort of like arcing sideways, really. Yay! One Pokeball. Huzzah, huzzoo. We're taking some pretty decent damage out here. Like, we're getting hit a lot, but a lot of that is via their trainer battles. However, again, thankfully we are right next to a town, so we can just go fix that as soon as we need to. Which I will go do right now. Okay, that was good. That was pretty funny. The writing in this is pretty decent. I gotta give credit where it's due. The writing is entertaining. That deserves some points. PC noises are a little bit loud, but they're not as ear-splitting as they were in, again, a certain other fan game I could name. Alright, so again, we've got some Heart Gold, Soul Silver style HUDs here. And Cub Zero is coming to us with Snow Cloak. That could possibly be a useful thing. Spawning is just a normal type. With Tackle, Growl, and Odor Sleuth. Nothing to write home about. Adamant Nature. I guess it works with that move set, such as you could call it a move set. Maybe it's physically oriented through its entire thing. Also, 2 shutdown noises. I think that, again, is Pokemon Essentials at work for you. Your tax dollars at work, ladies and gentlemen. And everybody who is neither of those. Every time that I say ladies and gentlemen, I feel like a big idiot because of, you know, the whole non-binary status. It's like, wow, would you exclude yourself? And maybe the answer is I don't want to be perceived by humans anymore, but that's a whole other issue. And again, it's why I was so critical of the air quotes representation in Uranium, because it was not good. It was very, very basic at best. Also, yeah, the sound effect in that Odor Sleuth animation is very quiet. Hey kid, what do you got for us? 2 Pokemon. One's a Capig. That's pretty basic. Unfortunately, we don't have anything too good at dealing with Capig at this point, but I guess we can get creamed by Rollout because that is just the way it goes. Let's try to get a flinch. Yeah, there we go. That's what we want to see. Because otherwise, I know how this RNG works with Rollout. About to send in... What was that? I didn't see that. About to send in Musbury. See, that is much more in line with the level of what kind of things I want to see here, but this is a grass type. It's going to get exterminated just immediately. We're just going to wipe this thing right off of our shoe. Good night, goodbye, and good luck. But yeah, I would expect to see a little bit more of stuff like that in this game, I guess. Of, you know, a couple more trainers with just weird little one-offs like that we won't see for a while. Anthony throwing out a level 10 fawning. That's nothing to write home about. That seemed like a lot of damage from the tackle. I don't think it was as much as it looked like, but 5. That's a pretty fair chunk at level 10. And while burned, so not bad. TM10 Hidden Power. Nice. Potentially. Because, of course, we don't really know what type Hidden Power is for any of our Pokemon. And we don't know what power level it is if this indeed has not normalized that. Also, we haven't been told yet if TMs are one-shot or if they're multi-use. I hope they're multi-use. Because otherwise, again, that's a pretty big step back in terms of, you know, technical advancement in the franchise. Multi-use TMs are, like, a great thing that needs to always be available. I've also noticed, by the way, no low health beeps whatsoever. I don't remember if that was a thing. Oh, hey, there's Tickle, not Tackle. And it's using the standard tackle animation. That threw me off a little bit. I don't remember if no low health beeps was a thing in Uranium as well, or really any other Pokemon Essentials-based Pokemon game. If they were taken out for this, that's honestly kind of good. I understand why they exist, but also they are annoying. So I would rather not have them. Or at bare minimum, we'll give the player an option to turn them on or off. Jeez. You're telling me in the year 2021 people can't customize their playability that much in a video game? Come on. Fix that shit, everybody. Every single video game developer ever. Oh, good job, Coblin. I may have wanted that. Then again, it's an ice bird. I probably didn't. Finally, we gain a Dark-type move on Coblin, so we can get rid of Leer, and we can have Pursuit. And now we'll put Pebbleosa in the front to try and get it at least to level 10. Accidentally turn off our running. Get a Tiny Mushroom. Anything there? No. I was hopeful, though. Capeg. Yep, we've seen you before. Switch in. Yeah, again, I think Kibling is going to be our best option because I am sensing that Foster will end up being an Ice-type gym leader. Of course, I could get completely thrown for a loop and have to struggle through that gym with a completely different type. Oh, thank goodness Rollout whiffed. I didn't do this fight the smart way, but I'll make up for that now, I guess. Hooray, Pebbleosa learned Harden. God damn it, again with the stupid sand attack. Would you like to stop this, please, Capig? No, I'm gonna use tackle. I'm gonna see if we can't maybe be able to try to catch this thing, I guess. Or I can sit here and have rocks thrown at me. Or I can just kill it. That's also an option. That's probably more in line with what it deserves once it busts out rollout, you know? I'm not pleased with that. What do you got for us, Chief? Anything? We got a quick claw. Nice. That could be pretty helpful. But for the time being... do this? What do we got? Alright, Cub Zero has Ice Shard. I feel like early on, the differences between Cub Zero and Panglyph are not that strong. So I would suggest moving one or the other to a different part of the game in terms of where you first get them. About to send in Harpy. Well, again, this little buddy's perfectly fine. Yeah, like, definitely, I mean, I feel like Panglyph might be the one that I like more because it seems like it has more variety to it. And a much sillier design on top of that. One or the other, though, really, really needs to be moved. Because otherwise they're just kind of like a little too close to each other, I feel like. It's why you really don't put Rattata and Sentret right next to each other if you're designing a game well. Admittedly, could be a bit of a big if, but setting that aside, I think we've cleared out the entirety of that one side route there. Let's... well, we'll take another check, and there's also that one dude back in Downward Cave that we can go investigate, who's probably just going to be like, yeah, you can't do this, buddy. Or, yeah, this part of the game isn't finished yet, which, to be fair, if that is the case, I would not blame anybody at this point, because... as has been noted before, there's not a ton of the game done just yet. But we're going to scan out the rest of this route and make sure that we are well and truly done before we go challenge that gym. Oh, come on. These things really want a piece of me, I guess. These little toothy baby deer. Their tiny little fang is kind of silly looking. Pretty cute, though. I like it. The design, again, the design on, like, all of these Pokemon is good, except for this thing. This thing, I will not budge on this. This should, at bare minimum, be a rock type. And even then, it kind of looks like dog shit, but it would at least look like, you know, it would be the type that it looks like it is. This Peblosa does not look like a normal type. At all. I mean, maybe rock normal, but... you know, that's still rock type. It shouldn't be pure normal. It's not. It does not look like it should be pure normal. I'm sorry. Let's learn Odor Sleuth. Go to hell. A lot of Odor Sleuth so far, by the way, and we haven't encountered a single ghost just yet. I'm sure there'll be some ghosts in our future, but... you know, we haven't found any of them yet. Let's put Panglyph up in the front. This looks like a good Pokemon just in general. Weird Pokemon back here. Yeah, it's a big old salmonella-looking nerd, so... I guess, you know... no way for us to get in there. Yeah, this is gonna be a slow fight. I wonder if Peck will do more damage. I don't know that it will, but... The difference looks like it's very slight, if any. Ice Shard is not going to be worth our time, though. I know that. But hey, there we go. Fight over. And we got to level 11. We don't want to do double slap. I mean, we can take it to look at the animation, but I'm not so invested in, you know, scouring every bit of content for tiny little mistakes on this game to do that. We'll just leave it at the fact that it can learn double slap. And this thing is being a real pain in the butt. It's got a defensive boost on it. And we are fairly low on special attacks, so although Kiddling has a huge level advantage, I'm still going to use it and use it to blow this thing away, because honestly, it's probably our best bet at this point. Get the hell out of here. Give me your experience points. Because unfortunately, Ice Shard is a physical move, so that's not terribly gonna help us break through that barrier, that's for sure. Although I guess we could have checked to see if it was ground type using that, right? Stop it. I don't like Fury Attack. I never get good luck with it. Come on. Alright. Let's heal, and let's take on this gym. I think we can probably beat the gym at this point. Because usually, a regular Pokemon game, the first gym, the gym leader is at max level 15. And while our Pokemon are a little lower level than that, we can probably reach that point fairly easily. That's not an item ball, it just looks like one. Oh, I'm sure he's got some interesting Pokemon. Hey, you. You guys got anything special to say? Nope, not really. Again, they expect you to know how to do all this stuff already if you're, you know, playing a Pokemon game, right? Oh, you're full of puns, aren't you? Firefighting and rock type attacks, so all of these puns in the all caps too, just to really drive the point home. Some very odd remixes of a lot of the traditional tracks here, if I haven't mentioned that before. Yeah, I figured this is what we would have going on, is people hiding in the snowman. Alright, but we're not even going to bother messing around with this if it's going to be an Ice-type gym. We're just gonna... We're gonna break out Kiddling and we're going to destroy everything in our path. And somehow we're going to fail to kill this Pokemon in one hit. Are you serious? Maybe it's like actually got good defense. Which admittedly is something that Pingliff does not really have, so fair enough. Charm already. That seems a little early, but hey, could just be me. Also, nice little bait and switch there with the types, I guess. Alright, are we gonna get hit by both? Both trainers? Probably not. But we'll see what happens here. Alright, Cub Zero. Apparently, these things don't just die in one ember anymore, so... Oh, no. The last one just had really good special defense, I guess. Hey, level 16, Flame Charge. I didn't look at our stats. I'm going to get rid of Odor Sleuth because I don't really need that anymore. No, we're not going to change Pokemon, but I am going to take a quick look at Kitling's stats and see if this is indeed, yeah, noticeably more physically oriented, but still pretty good special attack. Also, Pebbleosa has an item for us, and we should grab that. That's a pretty good flame charge animation. That is solid. Alright, take that Great Ball. Nice. Yeah, you think that maybe this wasn't the greatest idea for a gym setup, maybe? I don't know. Alright. Let's just carve through these things as fast as possible. I wonder if the other side is going to have a trainer as well. Or if this really is a gym where it's like, if you know the order, you can skip over all the... Well, no, it doesn't look like you could. We can have a look at that again and, you know, be sure. Alright, so fawning. This thing is not an ice type. This is just normal type. So again, we're getting a little bit of this thrown in here. Yeah, so there aren't really enough bridges for you to dodge everything. If there's one on that side, yeah. You have to have at least one trainer fight in order to get to the boss. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. Can we get to level 17 before we fight this guy? Because I did do some looking at the wiki earlier, and, you know, that's how I know what a lot of these Pokemon designs look like, and I was looking for some good artwork for my layout here, which ended up just being the main legendaries in the background there. So I did see that our starters evolved for the first time at level 17. Oh, that's some neat animation. It's got all this whole fire look to it. I wonder if it's custom per Pokemon. As we evolve into Pyrote, wants to learn Smackdown. Why, so it can go against Raw? Wait a second. Yeah, we'll get rid of Ember for that. And for some reason, that message has Tada, but when we face this dude in, when we got to move in battle, rather, it still said Poof, which was eliminated a long time ago. Oh, so Foster here is familiar with us, I guess. Oh, nice little laughing animation. That's some good stuff. We got worse than slush to deal with now. This is pretty good design. I am pleased so far with the overall results of this. I just want to put that out there in case I haven't made it very clear. And of course, this fight is going to be super easy for us because we happened to choose the correct Pokemon. I didn't know what any of the gym leaders were. I want that on the table right now. I haven't looked at any of the game content, just at the Pokemon designs through this region. And we're at level 17, so we're a second evolution too. We are going to crush this, and we've got Snome here. Look at this thing; it's really silly. Can we one-shot this as well? Not quite, but we can get damn close. Hidden power. Ouchies! Good God almighty, that fucking hurt. I don't know what that was, and it used a citrus berry. Oh man, that is cruel and unusual. Alright, can we at least get a single hit in here? Well, you're gonna use a super potion, so I guess we're maybe gonna get more than that, but importantly, we got Sand Tomb going. Use snowy terrain. Snow settled on the battlefield. Oh, see, you got terrain mechanics going here. And I don't know what that's gonna do for us. Or against us, for that matter. Ice Ball, that's one shot. Ice Ball is basically just, you know, it's... Well, not with me going, you know. Ice Ball is roll out, but ice type. And that, unfortunately, Harpy is not fast enough to get the drop on this thing. I want to know what that snowy terrain does. Also, the fact that I don't have a revive is, you know, real unfortunate here. I'm kind of disgusted by this thing's hidden power, just one-shotting me like that. Well, I guess we're gonna try and sand attack, and obviously Pebbleosa can't hold up to this ice ball anymore. Snow melted from the battlefield. Yes, okay, cool, but you didn't tell me what that does! What does it do? And why? And yeah, see, Ice Shard, not very effective. Now, if you could just whiff with that ice ball for a little bit until I chisel this fight down. As I'm gonna have to do. Also, its snowy terrain is faster than my Ice Shard, so it has at least +1 priority. Maybe this thing has, like, Prankster or something. Which would be kind of gross. Alright, so I guess we're gonna Super Potion it up a little bit here. Tries to use? Question mark? Is there something that might interrupt me from using a Super Potion? Oh, nice crit. Nice. Alright. We're going in for the kill. Come on. Give me what's mine. Double critical hits. Give me that badge. Wow. I'm surprised that that was actually that tough. But again, these games are definitely designed around, you know, you've played them before, any Pokemon fan games. So they threw that in as a, you know, the usual thing that'll get you out of nowhere. Alright, TM100 contains snowy terrain. Covers the ground in snow, giving a damage boost to all ice types and cutting the speed of non-ice types. That's pretty cool. Again, that joke is completely accidental. It just happens at this point. Alright, we're going in the Pokemon Center. We're gonna go heal. Yikes, we almost got whooped there. That was pretty intense. And now let's go into our TMs. Alright, don't use Hidden Power yet. We want to use Snowy Terrain. And Pangolith, obviously, is our only Pokemon that can learn it. And we don't particularly need Harden. Are we going to be able to have our TMs reusable is what I want to say. Yes, thank goodness. Okay. That is very, very good. And I am glad that they have that in. Thank you very much, developers. Let's go ahead and let us save. And yeah, snappy save times, because we're not emulating the game. It's a PC and all of that. So I think that this is where I'm going to cut it off today. Again, short stream, but yeah, so far, this is very, very good. The attack animations are like mostly in there for most of these moves. The Pokemon designs are pretty good. A couple of areas are a little too padded out, and there are some UI changes that need to be done. But overall pretty good. I'm not sold on the music, however. That is the big thing that I'm not a fan of is that the music generally... Well, the original tracks are quite good, but the remixes of the existing Pokemon songs are almost to a 1 terrible. I don't think any of them are very good, but I do like the fact that they all kind of sound like they're using actual sound fonts from the actual Pokemon games as opposed to blatantly being MP3s that I can just jump around through and switch out, like with a certain other fan game that I've mentioned before. And again, there's no bending tubular bells, so I can't complain about that too much. And again, all of the original stuff is pretty good. The arrangements are a little different from, like, what you get out of a regular Pokemon game, I guess. They don't necessarily fit in perfectly stylistically with the rest of the franchise, but they are very good nonetheless. And that is as much as you can ask for. A couple of attack animations are still fucked, but that is a minor issue that will be fixed later, I'm sure. And otherwise, the graphics are quite good. They look like what they're supposed to. And the Pokemon designs, as I say, there is a general unity to this that really does capture the South American feel that they are going for with this region better than... Like, I would say that this whole unity of design aesthetic thing is something that this game does even better than some of the official stuff. And I think that that will cover my personal opinions on this little first impression of this game. I'm looking forward, in theory, to more of it coming out, hopefully within my lifetime. The team has... I believe it's been quite dormant in terms of any public releases, so maybe there's been some changes from here on non-public stuff. I know there's a Discord server, which I'm not a part of yet, but... Yeah, whenever I become aware of further releases in this, I will probably be taking a look at it more. In fact, the odds are not too bad that I will take a look at the rest of this on another Friday at some point, but I didn't necessarily want to make this a series if it's not complete yet. So yeah, I think that'll about wrap it up for Pokemon Sage for the evening. Thank you for watching.